Well, hi, Jim.
Hi.
Thanks for coming today.
Mm.
Jim and I are having a beer. We're going to talk about Jerome.
Yeah, so I heard.
So, Jim, when'd you come here to Jerome?
A long time ago.
You got a year for me?
63, something.
63? I thought it was 73.
73, I don't know. Yeah, it was. It's 73, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot to ask you my official starting questions, then we can just improvise after that.
Oh, starting questions.
Yeah, I want you to state your name for me and what year you were born.
This is the hardest part.
And where. Yeah, if we can get through this, we'll be doing good.
Everything good. Let's see, 19... wait a minute, which one am I telling you first?
You tell me your name.
Oh, Jim.
Yeah. Your full name.
Oh, the rest of it? Jim.
Yeah, your full name and the year you were born.
Okay. Jim Youell. Youell. Because of that. People get confused about that.
Yeah. And what year were you born?
On August 1945.
1945. You're a Leo like me.
Yeah. But of course.
Yeah, so you came to Jerome in 73?
Yeah.
And where'd you come from?
Well, by God, Virginia, for a little while there.
There's a town actually called By God?
No, but that's what we call it anyway.
Well, what's the real name?
It's Virginia. It's Virginia.
Okay.
It's Virginia. It's the state of Virginia. I was born in Virginia, and I was not raised there. I was raised in Europe for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Whereabouts there?
Well, I told you it was 1945. That's at the end of the war. And I ended up going over on a boat. And then when I was an infant, and I grew up in that particular part until I was like, 9 years old.
Oh, yeah? Your parents took you there?
Yeah.
Were they in
no. Well, France hadn't been... When France got liberated, and then Germany was not that far behind.
Yeah, your parents took you there?
Yeah.
During the war, at the end of the war?
Yeah.
Wow. Your dad was in the service?
Yeah. I was an army brat.
Army brat.
There I was.
Cool. So, of course, you came back, and then did you come...
Everything was different then.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Everything was different then. I'd gotten used to where things were there, but everything was different then. People, everything.
Well, where did you come from when you came to Jerome? Where were you coming from? And
I was going to the desert. I was did a stint in the military. Two of them, actually.
In the Army?
Yeah. And last one was Vietnam.
Oh, boy.
And,
you got deployed there?
Huh?
You got deployed to Vietnam?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Did you volunteer? Did you get drafted?
No, I volunteered.
You did?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. My old man was an ex-military guy, so...
Seemed like the right thing to do?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. So I ended up going in. It didn't work out all that well, but it did work out. and I sure was glad when I got done.
That was bad. So let's get back to where you were before you came to Jerome and why you picked up and came out here.
I like the weather.
Well, yeah, and where were you?
Yeah,
Must have been in
places where it
Minnesota.
was cold.
Where was it?
Yes. Let's see. I've been in Minnesota. I've been in, of course, Virginia. It gets cold there too, believe me. And I've been in Illinois. I've been in almost everywhere where it gets cold, including Maine and the coast, like Massachusetts and stuff like that.
Well, where were you just before you moved
I like the food out
to
there.
Jerome?
What?
Where did you come from directly to Jerome? From where? And I want to ask you about why you left there.
Directly to Jerome.
Yeah, where were you living when you decided to move out here to Jerome?
Let's see. Well,
didn't you have a construction business or something before you came here? If I remember.
No, I had a tour business.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Where was that?
That was all over. That was everywhere out here.
Okay.
All over the mountains back there, and just everywhere.
And
And I decided I was going to do something, but I didn't want to work too hard yet. So I decided I was going to I was going to tour out my truck. So I toured out my truck during that period of time.
okay.
And that was, when was that? That was about 1980, I think. 1980, 1981, something like that.
Well, I thought you said you came in '73. We were getting our dates all mixed up.
No, that was later. I toured the truck. I did the truck.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm trying to imagine why. I'm interested in why people come to Jerome, and where they came from, and what possessed them to come here.
Oh,
What attracted you about it?
rocks.
Yeah. Why rocks?
I'm a stone carver.
Ah, well, you gotta help me out here. I feel like I'm
Lots of rocks.
I'm mining for information. So you were a lapidarist, or what?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah. What kind of? So
Me, Bob Hall, Anton, all the other guys. Yeah, we're really big on on mining, gold, whatever it is.
So you were living here in Jerome and going prospecting with some other guys?
Yeah, of course.
Well,
Yeah.
tell me about it.
We had a great time. We would be. We did a lot of Pipestone stuff.
Yeah, what's Pipestone?
It's called Catalanite,
Uh-huh.
and it's it comes in brown and like red rock color, and a couple others. Even comes in a yellow, a pale yellow too.
Wow, and what were you making out of that?
Anything that could be fashioned.
Like?
Pretty much. But
Well, there's
I was making a lot of beads. Bob Hall got me into making the beads because he's like a professional bead maker.
Are you speaking about Mod Bob?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mod Bob.
See, I know him as Mod Bob. I didn't know his last name.
Yeah, Mod Bob.
So he was one of your prospecting friends
Oh yeah.
back in the day?
Oh yeah.
And where'd you
He
go?
still is.
Yeah. You guys still go out?
Well, we're still alive.
That's
so.
true.
Yeah. You know, we haven't woke up dead yet, so yeah. Larry was involved in that, and
Who was that? Larry?
yeah, he has a ranch out by just past the Safeway.
Yeah.
We're at the end of the road, way back there, next to the river. And he was another one. Larry had a lot of the heavy equipment. When we had to go somewhere, Larry had a lot of the heavy equipment. If we needed a cat or something like that.
Oh, you guys got pretty serious, huh? It wasn't just pickaxe and scoping around with the hand tools. You brought equipment out there, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah.
So you got to let me know this stuff, because I don't, me and people who would be listening to this don't know anything about prospecting. So that's why I
They're probably
got
not
you
going to tell
here.
them much either, because
No,
prospectors are.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know how prospectors are, do you?
No, that's why I got you here to tell me.
Well, we can't tell you everything, you know that.
Well, we don't want to know your secret spots, but as much as you could proffer would be good.
Well, anyway, they're a rare breed and they're a bizarre bunch, so.
Yeah, I would imagine. I know Mod Bob. He's an unusual fellow as well. So you first came here? Did you know you were going to be prospecting? That's why you came?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, well, yes, of course. That's pretty much what I got into when I first got here. And I've always had a really high fascination for the way the earth does its thing. And so I would always find myself going to places where the earth has done its thing. And
Yeah?
yes, and I've studied a great deal in that particular area, in the area of geology.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Did you have some school?
Right.
Did you go to school for that, or just a hobby? Or?
No, that was a hobby.
Okay.
Electronics and tech stuff was for school.
All right.
That's what I went to school for, in engineering. But the rest of that stuff was just, that was my hobby. That was my passion. That's my other thing, the thing.
So you just checked out of, where'd you say you came? I forget. You still haven't told me where you came from, and you just decided you were going to start prospecting, huh?
Yeah. Started processing. I came from there to start prospecting. I did. Well, I had a thing with some local folks, and
Did you just?
and I hung out on their property. And this is way, way, way back, right after I rotated out of the military. And I hung out on their property, and I had to. Kill my own food and all that shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
You were camping out when you first got
Yeah,
here?
I was living there. I was just hanging there. Yeah, I was hanging there on the property. I didn't know it was anybody's property. Okay, because I was literally out in the fucking boonies, nowhere.
Was that near Jerome?
Huh?
Was that near here, near Jerome?
Yeah, it was. It was rather near here.
Where was it?
And it was Perkinsville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I was out there for quite a while. And then I decided I wanted to be around people again. So when I decided I wanted to be around people again, I ended up coming back into town.
Okay.
Coming into town, actually. And I'm trying to remember what the first person I met when I came in.
That'd be good.
I'm trying to remember who it was. He's dead now. He passed away. David. That's his kid. But the first one I met, I was walking out of the desert, and they saw me, and I was on Perkinsville Road, and they saw me, and they said, "What are you doing, Rick?" You know, and he says, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to Jerome." Look at all my shit here, you know. And I said, "I'm gonna go to Jerome." And he says, "Well, okay, hop in." So he hops in, and which was kind of an ordeal, but we got everything in there. And he was the first person I met when I got back, when I decided to join the society again on some level.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. You came out here and spent a year out in Perkinsville area, camping and hunting and prospecting.
Yeah.
Now,
I wasn't prospecting then.
You were just hiding out.
I hadn't got it up to speed or anything like that yet. I didn't have equipment. I didn't have shit.
Okay, so you hadn't met Mod Bob or any of those guys yet.
Yeah.
You were just living out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you needed a break from the army in Vietnam, I take it.
Yeah, you could say that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, hanging out with a bunch of cowboys wasn't exactly a great break, though. Yeah. Well, you know, we drank. We did a lot of ranching, a lot of ranch work and stuff, and we drank a lot of. When all the cattle and when all that shit was done, it was really good. We all party on Crown Royal and get really fucked up. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, we went. We did.
Cowboying is hard work.
No, Crown Royal was good. It was good to get fucked up on that. It was cool.
Yeah, that's some pretty fine stuff for cowboys. I was thinking, Jack Daniels or something.
Yeah. Most of them didn't fuck with Jack Daniels, so.
Okay.
Yeah, Crown Royal was a real big deal then, and but that was after all the work was done and everything.
Yeah, so you were riding horses and stuff out
yeah,
was it Perkinsville Ranch or somebody else?
I worked for the Lakeview Ranch for quite a while, wrangling horses and stuff for them. And that was in Chino Valley.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And,
had you had any experience doing that before?
riding a horse?
Yeah.
I don't actually recall. It seems like I've always known how to ride a horse.
Okay.
Which is a weird thing, considering that I was really, kind of spent a lot of time on the East Coast. I really didn't want to be there. Yeah, well, the East Coast, what I mean in the East. The cold weather, the long winters, the whole bit.
No cowboys.
Yeah, no. So anyway, New York City,
New York City.
So, yeah. But when I did start cowboying, boy, I just fell into it. It was just like nothing. It was easy.
Hey, can I ask you a favor?
What's that?
Can we take that flashlight off your arm?
Oh, okay.
Because it's dragging around on the table and making noise.
Around and making weird noises and stuff. Okay.
As your producer here,
okay.
I have to say something.
Burp.
Burping's okay, but thank you. So, okay, I'm going to try to pick up on the story. You spent a bit of time out in Perkinsville area. Did you come into Jerome just to visit or have a beer or anything like that back in those days? This was 74, 75?
Past that too. No, not that much. I did occasionally. Oh, because of Paul Merwin. He was the guy that owned the Lakeview Ranch.
Paul
Merwin.
Merwin, he was the ranch owner?
He was the owner of the Lakeview Ranch.
Okay.
That was his baby. He started as a Tennessee horseman. He was actually a horse guy. He started as a Tennessee horseman. He came out here to this area in order to start a horse ranch out here. He ended up having like two wives and 5 kids.
Did you like working for him?
Oh yeah, I mean, oh no, the guy was a gas. I
Yeah.
mean, are you kidding? This guy was a gas. He would get me in trouble sometimes. You know, I mean, he was just, you know, out there somewhere, and he was sane, sorta, and sane enough. Yes, but right now he has a business in Camp Verde, I believe.
Huh.
It's a cowboy store or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me recap and see where we are. You came out here from, could have been anywhere back east where it was cold, and camped out, hunted to feed yourself, and worked as a cowboy on a ranch.
Yeah.
And this was for a couple of years when you first got here, or just a little while?
No, it was a couple of years.
Okay, and how old were you then?
I don't remember, man.
Roughly? 30s, 40s, 50s? Not 50s.
No.
30s or 40s,
I
probably.
was 40-something.
40-something?
48, 49,
Yeah.
something like that. Late 40s, maybe.
So a couple of years pass, and you decide to wander into town.
Wait a minute. I was probably.
You want back up?
Yeah, I was probably earlier than that because when I went here, I was hanging out with Apollo Solari for a while.
Yeah, down at Arcosani?
Yeah.
Were you working down there?
I was working for him.
Yeah, I've met him.
I was on the staff and all that.
Oh, cool.
I was working for him. I lived in I lived in the main area, not one of the asps down the lower part. I was in the main area.
Did you go down and live there on the site?
Yeah, I lived on the part. Yeah, I was there when he was. We were making models.
Yeah.
For his designs, out of plastic, out of lucite. Okay. We were making models out of his designs. That's what I was doing there.
Oh, cool.
I was making his models and cutting them.
Well, how'd you end up there? Did you meet someone in Jerome that was working there?
No,
there were a couple of guys back in the day when I first came here that were
this is
working down there.
Okay, this is back in the day. I'm trying to think of who. Oh my God, who was that? It'll come back to me in a minute. It's got to.
All right. Well,
I'll grab that one back again.
Okay. Well, did you go from cowboying to Arcosani, or you came?
No,
you told me you moved into Jerome.
Arcosani to cowboying. It was the other way around.
Oh, you went to Arcosani first.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think of what I was doing before that, because I was doing some shit before that too.
Well, I mean, this is good background, but I want to get to Jerome.
Yeah.
And so Arcosani, you're working for there, and this is 73. I was just about ready to go to college, ASU, and I was architecture major, and I met Paulo Solari several times. Interesting guy. I loved his architecture. So so you went to there from there to cowboying, and then you decided to come into Jerome, and you met some prospectors, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which was Mod Bob and
Yeah.
who else?
That guy.
That guy, Mod Bob.
Yeah. And Moderate Bob. That's what they called him then. There was nothing moderate about him, so. Yeah. So that's how he got that handle. Anyway. And then it was, the crowd down there. But yeah, it was a kind of a quasi sort of cabal of semi-scientist like guys that love geology, and my Bob was one of those individuals. Another gentleman whose first name I can't remember is Larry. He's the guy that had a lot of the heavy equipment. Where
Okay.
when we had to really move something or whatever it is.
Yeah. So there were a lot of artists, crafts, jewelry people here at that time, huh? So you guys
Absolutely.
You guys were supplying them with minerals and beads?
They were swarming like bees almost. Yeah, they were here. There were a lot of them. They come and went all the time, though. And I was sure they came and went. There was somebody that did this very, very well, and he was around for a while, and then he'd disappear into the woodwork, and then somebody else would come, and it was kind of like that.
Okay.
For years here, okay, where artists would come and go.
Did you do jewelry too, or just?
Oh yeah, I did a lot of carving and beadwork and stuff like that. I worked with Scott Owens for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you work
and he does usually very large pieces. He does the front of banks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. So I worked with him for a while too, and on pieces. And sometimes when I needed to use the shop, I'd use the shop up there because I needed to make a piece big enough for me, to do that.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have had the room where.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what were you carving?
Sculpting. I was several things.
Out of wood?
Yes. No, I did some stuff out of wood. I did a lot of stuff out of other stuff too. I worked at the Andrea Princess place for quite a while, doing all kinds of artwork and did the railings and out of manzanita and stuff like that. Me and Terry Malloy actually teamed up on that when we built the little house out in the back, the carriage house up on Andrea's place, and we both worked. I did all the awnings up there, and I also did the patio in the back of the new part that she had done.
Wow.
So, and I had some help with that too.
Yeah. I want to go back to your early prospecting days, and because I've talked with several other people, Ed Dowling being one, and a couple others about the CoOp Store, where even Natalie Barlow and people.
Miss Barlow.
Yes, were making jewelry there, and apparently they had a pretty successful little place. Now, were you involved with that?
No, I didn't actually. No, I was.
Did you sell them beads or
stones?
No,
I've always been a solo.
Oh, okay.
I've always been a solo guy. I've never really Didn't really teaming up stuff. The closest one I would have done that with would have been Michael Lannon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But otherwise, no, I've always done it solo.
And were you were carved in wood and stone and
Oh, yeah. Anything that was carvable.
anything that was
basically.
carvable?
Yeah.
Or are we talking figures or jewelry or
Yeah, all kinds of
all
stuff.
kinds of stuff? Did you
Didn't
do
matter, you know.
Did you do commission
I found
work?
an
or-
opal, and I could carve it. I'd
Yeah.
carve the opal.
Well, did you do commission work or did you just carve what
Oh,
you
yeah,
wanted? And-
lots.
yeah.
Yeah, lots of commission work. Most of the stuff they ended up doing was commission work.
From locals?
Yeah, often.
Okay, cool.
Often from locals. Sometimes from people that just somehow found out about it or something.
Right, yeah, word of mouth.
Because I didn't advertise really or anything.
Okay.
They just found out about it, and they said, "Oh yeah, I want you to make me these candle holders or these what you call them or something like that." You know? So
Yeah.
So I do the gig for them.
Cool.
Yeah. And they were happy campers, and I was happy camper.
Yeah. Well, what was we're talking, where do you think we are in time right now? 75, 76, 77, somewhere in there? Or later?
I don't know. Nothing significant really happened until like my 80s something.
What do you mean significant?
85, maybe 84, 83, something like that.
What do you mean significant?
What I mean is the general energy started to pick up a great deal.
Okay. What were the signs of that?
Well, one thing was visitation. There was a lot of people coming in Jerome all of a sudden.
Okay.
A lot of people.
Right.
And it began to be something, well, it's a pattern. You start to see a pattern about it. You see people that you there were a lot more vehicles.
Than there used to be.
With that, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more vehicles, and it seemed like it was expanding exponentially.
Okay.
Okay.
Even more so today, eh?
Huh?
Even more so today in 2019.
No, it's actually sort of slowed down. a little
Slowed
bit.
down.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
You're crazy.
No. By slow down, I mean it hasn't stopped getting big. It's just leveled out a little bit more. You know what I mean? There's a pattern to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, and one of the limitations is, well, you can only get so many people up here at one time.
Yeah, true. Yeah, tiny place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who were you hanging around with? Who were your buds, your friends, your girlfriends?
Which one?
Okay. Should I get a paper and pencil? You make a list?
Well, I don't know.
Well, tell me what was going on in your life.
I can't tell you some of that stuff.
Well, you don't have to tell me,
I
things.
know it would embarrass friends of mine and stuff
Yeah?
like that.
Well, who were your close friends back then? Can say
Well,
that.
Andrea Prince was a close friend of mine.
Yeah? My Bob?
And Andrea Prince was a close friend of mine. Yeah, and I already said that one. Wait a minute. And who else was? My Bob is. These guys are close friends of mine. I've known you for a long time.
Yeah, quite a while. Well, I came in 94.
Yeah. I've known you for a while, man. You've been around. here, and
I'm getting to be an old timer too.
well, I know you have no. Well, your hair's gotten all gray.
It sure has.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't
like
this
that.
color when I moved
Yeah,
here.
I know. I was here when you did. So anyway, and I don't know. There's just so many. There's so many people that have just come and gone. We lost a whole bunch of people. I couldn't believe how many people have passed away, and
No kidding.
they're not even old. And they just passed away.
Yeah.
And that blew me away when I said, "Holy shit, are you kidding me? These many people are. What happened?" So I don't know what that's about, but I miss those guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Chucky Don, he was with me, and the fucking screwdriver all of a sudden just went flying across the floor and banged on the wall on the other side.
Flew across the room?
For no fucking room. For no reason. There was nothing to propel it like that.
Where were you?
We were hanging out in the what do you call that damn place? Right next to the Andrea Prince's house.
Oh, yeah, at the nurse's
The old hospital.
The nurse's house.
The original hospital.
Oh, okay, where the Grand Hotel is now.
No, the original
okay.
hospital.
They used to call that
That's right next door.
Yes, okay, I know.
To Andrea Prince's. That's where the original hospital. Yeah. Because Andrea Prince's house was called something else there.
The surgeon's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. And it was.
Right.
It was they considered it a semi-mansion at the time.
It still kind of is. So you're hanging out at the...
No, it definitely is now.
You're hanging out at the old hospital, you and Chuck. You just sitting there and a screwdriver flies across the room and hits the wall?
Yeah. Boom.
Never seen anything like that.
No. I sure in hell either.
What'd you guys do?
Well, let's see, we went through various levels of astonishment. Couple of levels of flat out disbelief. And maybe 2 or 3 levels of what the fuck. Really, I mean it. That's pretty much what we did.
Wow. Did you accuse
What are you doing something like that?
Did you accuse each other of doing it?
Huh?
Did you think he did it and he thought you did it?
No. We knew.
I mean, you knew.
It wasn't us.
Really?
No, it wasn't us.
Was that the only ghost experience you've had here?
No, it wasn't.
There's more.
The other one, yes, there is. I was with Bo Wilson. Bo Wilson is a guitar player, and he's a performer and stuff like that. I've known him for fucking big years. Ever since he was a shithead, which has been all his life, and he's still a shithead, and I love him. Okay, it was Bo, but his name is Bo Wilson, and we were rehearsing about something. Oh yeah, he was bullying me to get me to play bass for him. Okay, he wanted to gig and play bass and stuff like that, and he'd already pissed off all of his buddies, so they didn't want to play bass with him. So he needed somebody to play bass. So he said, "You want me to do it?" I said, "Yeah." And he told me what he wants me to do and shit like that. I said, "Oh, come on, man. I'm not a professional bass player here. What are you doing?" And he said, "No, you can do it. It'll be easy. So, so I bought it, and then so I played the bass for a while for him. He was out there gigging.
So, but how does this relate to the ghosts?
I'll just wait to the what?
I thought you were telling me another ghost story.
Oh, well, I was because we were in the studio alone, and we were working out some tunes, and it was like what 2 o'clock in the morning, something like that.
Yeah.
And we were the only ones in there. All right, and this was in the hospital, and they had removed some of the doors because they were doing renovation work in there. And so there was, the morgue was open to, all the way to where the offices were, and vice versa, stuff like that, all right? So the opportunity for a draft was there.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is great. I love this one too. Where the doors start to slam. Damn. We jump up, Bo and I look at each other and say, what the fuck is that, man? We jump up. Now the hinges were not on the doors. There were no hinges on the doors.
Okay.
In the building. It was all opened right then because they were replacing this and replacing this shit and that's it and this shit. At the time, there were no hinges on the doors. There were no doors to slam if there's no hinges on them.
But you heard doors slamming.
Oh yeah, clear as day. Bam! The door of the morgue slammed. Bam! We both jumped up and looked over there. We looked right through there. There's the morgue right there. Looked right through there. The door's still closed. There's no, I mean not closed, but there's no door on the hinges. But that's exactly where it came from.
Oh my God.
Okay. That kind of stuff. So, Bo, it gets better than this, All of a sudden, Bo gets up and he walks over to the morgue and he's talking to somebody. We were in the middle of a recording session. And Bo walks up over there and starts talking to this guy. Talking to somebody. I walk up right behind Bo and I says, what's going on? And Bo's talking and says, who is this guy? You know this guy? That's what Bo's doing. Says, who is this guy? You know this guy? And he says, what guy? He's looking over there. There's no guy over there. All right? What guy? And he says, he's right there. And he says, look, he just went out the door. He went out the door. The door goes to a hallway. And the hallway goes down into the rest of that end of the building. All right? That end of the building is completely blocked off. There's no way in there. Completely blocked off because of the renovation work that's being done. All right? There's nobody in there. He just ran down the hallway there, And so I said, okay, I'll go down. So I walked down the hallway, waiting to see if somebody was going to jump out or something. Okay? So I walked down the hallway. There's no friggin' body there. There's nobody in the entire room. And that's into the building. All right? It's a spacious area there on the floor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very spacious area. But there's nobody in the building. There's no way in there because they blocked all of that off. There was no one there.
Whoa.
He described the guy.
Really?
Yeah, he was kind of pot belly. He had a dirty T-shirt. And it turned out it was some guy that was, what do they call it when you hang out someplace but that you're not supposed to be.
The caretaker.
And not a caretaker. You're not supposed to be there. You're a squatter.
A squatter.
Yeah. And he pretended to be the guy that owned the building. And there was no reason for anybody to not believe him, actually. So everybody sort of went along with it.
So he had lived there for a while and passed away?
Yeah. He died somehow. I don't know that part of the story.
Okay.
And anyway, he was that was his shroud, something like that.
Yeah. A ghost.
Yeah, I guess. So anyway, but this guy was around for a while in the building. And he could do things like that, turning the lights on and off, stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah. That was weird shit.
That is weird shit.
I know.
Everybody seems to have some stories.
Well, it puts the hairs up on the back of my neck, man, I'll tell you that. I'm not afraid of ghosts, but that's just damn spooky as shit, man.
Yeah, I don't really want to see that myself.
And the other one was in the hospital going down. The hospital up here, going down the stairs. We're gonna overnight now. I can't remember who was with me exactly. We're gonna go down the stairs. We're in the hospital. And we've been there. And we busted in there during the day. We didn't really have to bust into the hospital. You just go through a little doorway.
Right.
It's open. You come out of the boiler room in some fucking way. So anyway, and we were in there, and we were going to spend the night in there. We have our bed rolls and shit with us, We spent the night in the hospital. So we had to go to, of course, where would you go when you go into an old hospital? Where would you go? Well, guess what? The operating room.
Of course.
The operating room, that's right. So, and it still had the old Frankenstein style lights up, circular lights up.
Yep.
Oh, that was gorgeous, man. Well, in a macabre sort of way.
I remember it.
Yeah. It was all there. I mean, it was all there.
Yeah, they had all the lights, the glass ceiling, so they could get sunlight in for the operations.
Yeah.
All that white tile. It was creepy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you guys chose that to stay the night in, huh?
Yeah.
You were asking for trouble.
No, I wasn't.
Asking for ghosts.
No, I wasn't even asking for ghosts. I wasn't really into that shit, all right? Yeah. Boy.
So what happened?
Smack, what an idiot. Anyway, yeah. Well, what happened was, when I woke up, I found myself alone. With eyes that split,
What's that?
with eyes that split.
Okay.
Everybody split. Whatever it was, it freaked them out so bad.
And they left you there sleeping?
Left me there. They left one sleeping bag behind. but I already had my sleeping bags and shit.
Okay.
All right, but so it was their sleeping bag they left. They left in a hurry.
Yes.
So I had to go down 2 flights of stairs, and so this must have been a harrowing adventure for these boys.
Must have been.
Yeah. Anyway, I missed the whole damn thing.
You slept through the ghost story.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't sleep through the ghost story. I just slept through their ghost story.
Their ghost story.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that.
Oh no. The other ghost story was, well, what am I gonna do? And just sitting there looking around. I don't even have a flashlight on or anything. I'm just sitting there looking around. And I can't see anything, of course. I'm sitting there looking around, and then I hear water running. Now, I knew there was no water.
Running in the building.
Oh,
Yeah.
in that building.
Yeah.
It was not turned on, nowhere. All right. And but the water was running like, and it was right on the other side of the doors that went to the operating theater.
Did you go in?
Of course, the idiot that I was. I threw the doors open to the operating theater, the cool double doors, you know. I threw those doors open, and there's a room right over there that was with the nurses' quarters, and there's another room on the other side, all right, which is some sort of scrub up thing that some of the doctors do and stuff, all right, and then outside of that is the double doors that go to the hospital itself.
Okay.
The actual hospital, all right, and I threw the double doors to those quarters open, and I looked over there, and there was enough light coming in from the moonlight and shit, because there was a full moon. I remember that. And I ran over there to where the nurses' quarters was. I said, my God, how could you turn the water on, here? That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
How could they turn the water on? Whoa. And as soon as I opened those doors, the sound stopped. The second. Open those doors, the sound stopped.
Whoa.
No sound. And I went, what? I walked over there. I checked and felt around the faucets were cool. It came up like this, and then it curved and it went like that. And, there was 2 of them right there, and so, yeah, you can pour some water down on that. And anyway, there was no water, there was no moisture. I could feel no moisture on any of the faucet ends or anything.
Weird.
It was like, yeah, that was fucking spooky. No, it was crazy. It was just,
So, no more of disbelieving in ghosts after these experiences?
well, yeah, these things can shake my faith, yes.
Yeah, okay. There's a little more to the world than you originally thought.
Well, yeah, who said that? That was, oh yeah, the Bard. He said there are more things in heaven and earth than ever experienced by
Yeah, what is that now?
our small philosophies or something like that.
Right. Well, Jim, you were also talking. You've been on your own the whole time you were here, and you've just kind of been a you've had so many different places you've lived around town.
That really wasn't my fault, you know. It was,
Well, you like
you
being
just had to move when they wanted to.
when they wanted to.
Yeah.
You'd move in and then
Yeah. You had to move out again.
right. But there were cheap places to find to live most of the days. These days, not true so much.
Not what so much?
Well, it's not true that it's not as cheap to live here anymore.
It's not as cheap to live here anymore.
In Jerome,
It's not as cheap to live in Jerome.
don't you think it's gotten more expensive?
Oh, I think it's
Well, I mean, you've always been kind of on your own, kind of a loner.
astronomical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been kind of a loner, and you've lived in rooms here, rooms there.
Yeah, it costs way too much money.
Yeah, living on the cheap, and doing your jewelry.
Yeah, it costs way too much money.
Yeah, it's gotten expensive. Yeah. Well, how you doing, buddy? You want to keep going?
I don't know. You're the one. You're the one that's rolling this ball. So you
Okay.
gotta tell me where
All
you're
right.
going.
All right. Well, tell me about music. You've always been a troubadour around town. What did you? Were you always just playing on the steps? Did you gig? What did you do with music in all the years you've been
I
here?
don't know. I don't go on the steps anymore.
Yeah, but you did.
Well,
You
I
used
do,
to a
but I
lot.
don't. No.
Well, you
Yeah.
used to a lot. When I
But
first
now
came to
it's
town.
a rare occurrence.
Yeah.
And that was when I actually lived up there.
It was easier to get to. Yeah. When you lived at
Deborah, with Deborah.
Deborah and
yeah.
and then what's her name at the surgeon's house? Damn it. You know her name.
No, I don't. Not yet, anyway.
Okay. Well, let's see. Where can we go?
I don't know. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Where do we go from here?
Where do we go from here? It's a good question. Well, what's your favorite mineral or stone to work with? What do you like to carve the best? Wood or minerals?
Rocks.
You like rocks better?
Well,
Yeah. Did you work a lot in turquoise or other things?
huh?
Did you work much in turquoise?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're rocks.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's what
So it
means.
doesn't matter. Any rock will
Rocks,
do.
Yeah.
Give me a rock.
Give me a rock, man. If it's carvable, I'll tell you. I might carve it. If it's cool, I'll carve it more.
Yeah. Do you ascribe to the Michelangelo idea? If you see a piece, a rock or something, you can see something in it that you want to bring out?
And you just remove everything that isn't it?
Well, that's what he said.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what I do.
Yeah. So you got to have a feeling for a particular stone?
No,
No?
you just have to remove everything that isn't it.
But you feel like there's something in there is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, that isn't it.
Well, you could have an esoteric argument about that.
No, you couldn't.
Well, it's
It
either
isn't it or it is it. No.
Okay.
You remove all the material
Uh-huh.
that isn't it.
yeah, but it was in there.
Once that material is gone,
Okay, well, you tell me
you're
about
on
it.
your own, pal.
Then let me stop asking the questions. You tell me about your creative process.
I just did.
That was it?
Yeah.
Well, you're being difficult with me. It's hard for me to squeeze
I
anything out of you.
Explain that's the creative
I want to know.
process.
I want to know more about
Remove
you.
everything that isn't it.
Okay.
And that's about carving.
Okay.
Remove anything that isn't it. Unless you're
But you saw that there might
you're
be an
working
it
with
in
a
there.
different medium, like, I don't know, clay perhaps, or, you know. If
Okay.
you're working with stone, that's what you do. You remove everything that isn't what you're after.
So you make it into what you want.
No, you have to develop that part.
Okay.
That's a little more fine tuning.
Okay. Well, do you work with electric tools and drills, or?
Yeah, sometimes depends on what it is.
But you can do it with just a hammer and chisel or a file, or?
Yeah, most of my stuff is small enough I can do it with a high-speed rotary tool.
Okay, like a Dremel or something, huh?
Yeah, but it's a Fordham.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a commercial style tool for
Okay.
for grinding and doing stuff like that.
Gotcha.
What the hell is that? Oh, I know what that is. All right.
That was your.
Anyway.
Well, let me ask you again about who's been some of your favorite people in town over the past 25 years? Because it's been, I mean,
Boy,
if you
that's
came
a
here in
big-
'73,
Boy, that's a big question.
I mean, you've been here almost 30, almost 40 years, right?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. 1973. I didn't see anybody when I first came here.
You didn't really talk to people. You kind of kept to yourself.
Yeah, I did indeed. And the first part of it, I was running around out in the boonies. Yeah, we heard about that part.
Because you were the people friendly here, or you just wanted to be on your own? You were up to your own thing.
No, I didn't have any problem with anybody.
Because you're kind of this guy from out in the.
What?
You were a guy kind of out in the woods, came in town from nowhere. It's like, who is this guy?
And there I was.
There you were.
Yeah.
You appeared like kind of a Star Trek transporter thing.
Yeah, yeah, sort of like that. Yeah, you could say that. But I ended up settling in the Gulch.
What's that? Say again?
So I ended up settling in the Gulch, so.
Oh yeah? Did you stay down there for quite a while?
No, what?
Yeah, where'd you live the longest?
Wait a minute, I was in the Gulch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. 6
Really?
years, yeah.
Whereabouts?
Huh?
Where did you live down there?
At the bunker.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You've been there.
Yeah, was that so? So you've been down there now for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, the bunker. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it works, huh?
And I have an office, and that's Cynthia.
Right. Yeah, you were telling me that you're still working on carving and stuff up there. That's nice of her to. Out in her garage out there in the little side building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. No, that's not good.
Well.
I hope this bizarre information is useful to you because There's,
Is there anything that you wanted to touch on?
touch on.
Some stories?
I
Some
don't,
thoughts about
I
Jerome?
don't dare. Yeah.
Well, tell me
Anything
this.
I want to touch on?
What do you think of this place?
What do I think of what place?
Have you enjoyed living here?
What, in Jerome, Arizona?
Yeah.
How could anybody not enjoy living here?
Well,
Unless it's haunted or something.
unless it's haunted.
Yeah. Well, it'd be more exciting, though. That'll be damn sure. So, you know what I mean? There are a couple places up here that might qualify. That are close by, actually, as I recall.
Well, you came here and stayed, so it must have been pretty good.
I love this place. I
Well-
stayed because the weather suits my soul.
Oh, I gotcha.
And the people, for the most part, do too. Nothing is perfect, so, you know. And I like, I've been up here long enough to know an awful lot of the folks. And I like them all. I love them all.
It's kind of a big family, huh?
No, I don't know if I'd say it like a big family or anything like that. Well,
What would you say?
I don't know. I'm still working on that.
You think- Let me ask you a
I
question.
don't know what to say.
Do you
exactly.
think a certain kind of person moves to Jerome and likes it and fits in?
Well, that's kind of a good question. I think it's one of those sort of things when you find it, you kind of know it. When you don't find it, it's just a scenic point or something. But if you find it, you might find yourself getting involved here on some level. Maybe you spent the night, you know, at one of our local spots. I was going to try to avoid doing a plug for this place or that place.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, all right.
No rules.
All right. One of my favorite spots is, never mind. Yeah.
Come on. What's your favorite spot? What's her name?
Connor of the Connor Hotel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places. I like it. I like the folks who like the hotel. The only thing that's tough is now you can't even, now you gotta go through all this digital shit in order to even get a room.
Get a room. Well, I know when I first came
That's
here,
fucked up, man. I don't want to do that. Or you got to come out with some kind of credit card shit or something.
Right.
And that just bummed it out for me when they did that. Oh, well.
Well, when I first moved here, and probably when you came before me, it was closed down. You could, there's a couple times I climbed up the fire ladder outside and snuck in and spent the night. There were still old funky old beds in there.
Yeah.
And it was a little on the creepy side, but
I remember before they fixed the hotel floor. The hotel literally was like this. The kids would skate up and down and on the floor, with The rubber
Skateboard?
Yeah, no, rubber skates.
Roller skates.
Roller skates, yeah. And they skate up and down that damn thing, you know. And it was like, like that. You know?
Yeah.
But they finally, who was involved with, were you involved with that construction project at all?
Well, I think Harry Stewart was a lot.
Yeah, maybe it was Harry.
Yeah.
But anyway, and they jacked up the hotel, literally jacked the hotel up.
That had to be Harry.
Yeah, and retucked some of it, and jacked it up and got it so that the floor was actually fucking level.
Yeah.
Yeah, floor was level, and he wasn't doing this anymore.
No more skateboarding.
No.
No more roller skating.
They still skateboarded until they got stopped, until she put an end to that.
Right.
Anyway.
Well,
that's some of the history there, boy.
Well, thank you, Jim. I appreciate you coming up.
Are you done with me now?
I think so.
Okay.
I've asked you everything I can think of, and you've offered what you've offered. So.
Yeah. Well, I hope it was offerable.
I think it is. I think we got some stuff.
Well, that's good to get some stuff. I'm not done with this thing yet.
Not done with what thing yet?
Huh?
That beer?
Yeah.
Well, you can hang and drink the beer, and we'll put your CD on. You can listen.
That'd be great. I want to hear what that sounds like.
See? Or last thing, you want to play a song on camera? I got guitar over there.
Yeah, wait a minute. I want to hear that CD.
All right. Okay.
And I sail the starships on a sea of cobalt blue.
Oh.
When I'm done with traveling, no more worlds need mapping. And I'm sitting here singing this song, sitting too close to this waterfall. Dark waters falling, yellow moons are calling.
Sounds nice.
If you can't hear the birds sing, you must be sitting too close to this waterfall. And I kiss the queen of the air, so
Nice, man.
Wow. Forgot about that. It's been fucking years since I heard this stuff.
When did you record it?
Long time ago. When my kids were growing up.
Sounds beautiful.
Karen was a concert pianist.
Karen?
Karen.
That's your ex-wife?
Yeah.
She's got a beautiful voice.
Yeah, she
So do
does.
you. You both sound great together.
Yeah, she was, she got Alzheimer's.
Oh.
Yeah, she's gone. She just, when it happened, it was aggressive. You got snappers on there or something? Where you can hang them up? Huh?
What's that?
You got snappers on there where you can hang them up and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
A little bit.
Burp.
Sing me a river, sing me a mountain, sing me a song of wind through the trees. Sing to the lovely voice in the fountain, sing to the land.
Is this one of your songs, Jim?
Sing to the
Really nice
It's
one.
me and Karen doing that song. Ooh, goodness gracious. Oh, yeah. Pardon me. Oak Creek. I was going to sell that to the boys at Oak Creek.
Gonna take that uptown?
Huh? That song, yeah. I was going
Yeah,
to
go
sell.
share it with some other people?
Huh?
You should go share that with Jason and those guys. The music.
The music. I'm not following.
I was thinking when we're done here, we'll take you uptown. You can go meet up with Jason and share this music with him.
Oh, that's right. I don't think Jason's ever heard this. I don't know. No, he hasn't. I don't think anybody's heard this.
That's what I'm saying. Let's,
Yeah. Yeah, but how am I going to meet him? Unless I got to call him first. I have to get a hold of Jason first. You got his number or something?
I have Josh's number.
Well, maybe you can get a hold of Jason then.
call in a second.
Baby,
Relax and listen.
baby,
Would you like to stay with me?
tell me,
Would you like you as a family? Would you go there with me? Well, I like to see a place for you and me, where life is sweet. Talking about Oak Creek. I was going to the Chamber of Commerce Chamber of Commerce in Oak Creek.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they started acting really bizarre and stuff.
You,
So I backed out. Yeah, I just backed out. I said, "Fuck no, man! I'm not gonna do this." So.
did you record this here in Jerome years ago?
Yeah.
So your wife was out here with you?
No, not that particular time. That was something my son did with my wife. Okay. Yeah. We recorded it then. A long time ago. In Oak Creek. But we recorded it to do that with it. We were gonna sell that song.
Okay.
This is now my kids taking that same song. My kids doing this. My kids is doing this.
Oh,
We're
cool.
putting this whole thing together. We put the whole thing together.
Nice, man. Sweet.
We would kill it on the piano too. Mama taught him also. Yeah.
Be right back.
Wow, that was badass.